Good day to you, everybody. Hey, this is Anthony Brinkley, the Maestro of Resilience, coming to you one more time. And I want to talk to you about something today that I hope will bless you, I hope will encourage you, or if you're doing well, pass this on to someone else who may need some encouragement. So I'll get right into it. So when I was in the Air Force toward the end of my career, I was stationed in Washington, D.C., which was 3 hours away from where my mother lived in Pennsylvania. My brother lived in Albany, New York, which is about 2 hours, 2.5 hours from where my mother lived. So my mother had great health, pretty much the majority of her life, no real medical issues. And then one day she woke up and she lost her sight. And we didn't know, like, we heard from her, we were shocked because we were like, what do you mean you can't see? And she was pretty upset, obviously. And so my brother and I went up there, and then we started, between myself and him and my Uncle Jimmy, we would take her to the hospital. We'd take her to all kinds of appointments, and the doctors couldn't figure out what was going on. Then they gave her something, and one of her eyes actually came back. She had limited vision out of one of her eyes, but the other one never got restored. So this woman that I've known for my whole life, who was bubbly, energetic, full of life, became somebody I didn't recognize. She became sullen in her spirit. She became sad. She became angry. She became a bitter person. And to be quite honest with you, it became difficult for me and my family to deal with this woman. We loved her, but every time we talked to her, she was angry. She was angry at God. She was angry at why did this happen? She was questioning things. And we just said, look, we don't have the answers, but what I will tell you is, think about all the years you had with great health. Think about all the years you had doing the things you've been able to do. And I'm not trying to diminish what you're going through, by no means. But you have to sometimes be grateful for what you've had and grateful for what you have left. And that day, nothing changed markedly. Nothing changed notably. But over time, this person who we started to see become negative and angry and frustrated, she started to become grateful. And she said, you know, you're right, because I never thought I'd be able to see a bird again. I can see a bird now, and I never thought I'd be able to read. So when I'm traveling or when I'm home and I'm away from her, I will call my mother and she will read to me over the phone. With her diminished capacity, she will do the best she can. And she said, you know, I've learned more in these last couple of years, the stuff I've read and sharing things with you, and my spirit has grown and my mindset has changed. And she was like, I spent time being upset when she said, now inside, I'm as strong as I've ever been. What point am I trying to make to you? Sometimes life is gonna hit you upside the head. It's gonna hit you metaphorically in the stomach, and you're gonna have to decide what you're gonna do about it. And you may get down, because that's natural to sometimes get down, but you can't stay down, and you gotta fight with the things you have left. Strengthen the things which remain. And so I saw that, my brother saw that, my uncle saw that, and others saw that, who were looking out for my mother. And through this period, I saw this woman become restored, rejuvenated. She's one of the brightest people I ever talked to as far as her spirit and disposition now. But you wouldn't notice she went through something catastrophic or traumatic. But she just said, the rest of my life, I'm gonna fight. She says, my job is to be at this house and encourage people. If it's over a phone call or sending up a prayer or sharing something that came to my attention. She said, that's my job, that's my assignment. So no matter what you're going through or what your circumstance is, I just want you to know that no matter your circumstance, you still have an assignment. I know you could do this. I've seen this in my own life. And if you stick to it, things will continue to get better. I love what you're doing out there. Be encouraged despite what you're going through. Be encouraging despite what you're going through. I need you to like and subscribe and hit the notification button so when these videos come up, you get them. And the more we like and subscribe, the more people are going to get to see this stuff, because we want this word out. Because as we speak, there are people right now who have lost something and they forgot what they still have. So count what you have, strengthen what remains, and know that I love you. Peace and blessings to you.